I feel that I'm in that universe. It's different from nowadays.
I'm gonna cry because that's what I want.
Then I remembered this song because this is the same.
From July the 7th to 9th, 2025, before the Global Civilizations Dialogue Ministerial meeting, 16 attendees from Vanuatu, Tonga, the United States, and Turkey visited Qufu, Shandong, the hometown of Confucius. At the birthplace of Confucian culture, they engaged in a cross-millennial dialogue to experience the shared vision and synergy behind building a community with a shared future for humanity. Their first stop was Bingot Animation Company Limited in Shandong, where the guests interacted with the technology and communicated with the times. Through engaging experiences, they explored the boundless possibilities of how technology enables exchanges among civilizations and mutual learning in the new era.
The new generation is very much keen to learn things from technology. We have to use the traditional values combined with AI, and it's going to be very useful for the civilizations for coming together and performing the peace in the future.
In recent years, traditional Chinese cultural IPs have frequently gone viral overseas. Learning more about China's unique cultural elements has thus become a growing interest for international audiences.
There is a really high impact game, Wukong. This is from a famous novel of the 16th century, Wu Chang'an, Shioji. He has magical powers, but more important is his clever, knowing the right people, who to ask help. We have to combine these values with the modern technology.
That afternoon, a performance titled Xiao Xiao Elegant Music marked the beginning of their journey at the Confucius Museum. With the harmonious sounds of bells and drums and the chanting of poems, artistic performance transcended national boundaries and language barriers.
It's created a spiritual timeline. When listening to the music, I feel calm and relaxed. Today is the day of understanding each other because we can show our differences much more than before. We have much more connection with the world. If we show these differences and civilizations to each other, we can understand why we are the same thing at the end of all, because Confucius is saying that we are humans and we are the same in the core.
As a cultural extension of the three Confucian sites, the Confucius Museum draws on its rich collection to present vivid chapters of Confucian thoughts through the ages. Civilizations once linked by the Silk Road are now reconnected here in a new form.
The friendship between the Turkish and Chinese people goes way beyond the past 50 years. We've known each other for thousands of years, and now we need to build even more connections.
If someone loses their sense of values and forgets the land they're standing on, they will lose their souls and their roots. And if a civilization or a country loses its roots, it'll wither away quickly.
On the second day of the tour in Shandong, the delegation visited the Confucius Temple and the Confucius Mansion, key sites for the study, exchange, and dissemination of Confucianism. Wandering through the ancient architectural complex, they witnessed the echoing of time-honored traditions with voices of the present.
I have the impression of recycling. Chinese culture recycle everything valued in the past. Small or big, it takes from the past and it makes something useful for today.
We wouldn't be here and we wouldn't have the thoughts we had if we didn't have our ancestors to give us some beginnings. And as we grow and evolve, we take what's adaptable, what we're able to use in the current situation, and leave the rest for history.
From the old three Confucian sites to the new three Confucian sites, this fertile land nurtured by Confucian thought continually breathes new life into traditional culture. Drawing from the past to inspire the present, all is preserved in harmony, and civilization endures and regenerates. At Nishan, the birthplace of Confucius, classic Confucian stories are given new interpretations and applications, showcasing a way of life grounded in propriety and civility that has endured for millennia.
I believe that Chinese people are getting their source of life, source of living, source of culture from this historical background.
We have to protect our culture like what you're doing here. That's a good lesson for us, for me. Going back to my country as a member of parliament, I'll try my best to preserve our culture when developing our country.
On the evening of July the 8th, the guests visited Luyuan village in the Shandong Qufu. There, amid a series of stunning visual showcases inspired by Eastern aesthetics, they were immersed in the living scroll of Confucius' ideal way of life. Here, the teachings of the ancient sage step beyond grand historical narratives and become a part of the everyday lives of ordinary people.
We study them at school, so yeah, this is like putting theory into practice. That's what makes each culture different because of the values, and without it, you don't know your identity because your culture is who you are.
Confucius' philosophy, reflected in architecture, aesthetics, and everyday life, is something the whole world needs to see, and it all comes together here in Shandong. It's a place where cultural tradition meets the future.
The final stop of the journey in Shandong was the 11th Nishan Forum on World Civilizations. Nishan, the birthplace of Confucius, has now become a vital meeting point for human thoughts across time and cultures. Carrying the insights gained during their visit, guests from various countries gathered here to explore paths toward harmonious coexistence and integrated development among civilizations amid the global modernization process.
每一种文明要先找到自己的优势，能为人类做些什么，然后呢，还要站在另外一个角度去看别人的优点和好处，在这个互相发现的过程中，实现一个融合，美美与共，才能最终实现大同社会啊，美好的未来啊。
Today is the day of Confucius because all around the people are coming together to create harmony in the diversity.
In today's world where global turbulence and transformation intertwine, humanity stands at a new crossroads. There is an urgent need for civilizational exchange to bridge divides and for mutual learning to replace conflict. Through in-depth dialogue and growing consensus, guests from various countries contributed their wisdom and strength to fostering mutual understanding among peoples and harmonious coexistence among civilizations.
What we've seen through this event is that a country, its people, and its civilization, they grow together. They move forward together into a new era.
It changed my understanding about the Asian culture. I think it's not only the foundation of the philosophy, it's the future of the philosophy.
Confucius is of China, but also of the world.
We don't have the luxury to fight with each other. We have to work for people. We have to build a peaceful future.
I want that for all of humanity, but for my children, my grandchildren, and all the future generations.